It's official. The Cleveland Browns organization just imploded in the most spectacular fashion imaginable. And what we're witnessing isn't just another NFL quarterback controversy. This is a nuclear-level meltdown that's sending shockwaves through the entire league. Multiple reports confirm that Dillon Gabriel has quit on the team entirely, while fifth-round phenomenon Shedeur Sanders has been officially named starter against the Baltimore Ravens. But here's what nobody's telling you. This represents something far more devastating than a typical depth chart adjustment. We're talking about a complete organizational fracture happening in real time before a nationwide audience. Sources close to the situation describe a heated confrontation in head coach Kevin Stefanski's office that ended with Gabriel storming out, telling teammates, "If they want it, they can have it. I'm done here." The fallout was immediate and catastrophic. Gabriel was suspended indefinitely for conduct detrimental to the team, with insiders confirming he's demanded a trade. This isn't just football drama, people. This is about power, ego, and a franchise that's about to learn the hard way what happens when ownership interference meets locker room rebellion. The silence from the Browns front office is deafening, and what's coming next could reshape how we think about quarterback development forever. Let's rewind a bit, because this explosive situation didn't happen overnight. It's been brewing since the moment owner Jimmy Haslam started publicly praising Sanders like he was the second coming of Joe Montana. Gabriel, the Oklahoma transfer, came to Cleveland with legitimate expectations. This wasn't some undrafted free agent hoping for a miracle. He was a proven collegiate starter who'd transferred strategically, maximizing his eligibility while gradually refining his capabilities. Sources familiar with his mindset say he expected a developmental timeline, structured opportunity, and fair competition. Instead, Gabriel reportedly watched in horror as media attention, practice repetitions, and locker room influence shifted dramatically toward the lower draft selection. Word on the street is that Gabriel trained precisely, executed the playbook flawlessly, and maintained professional demeanor publicly, but Wednesday apparently represented his breaking point. Here's where it gets even murkier. The incident reportedly occurred during the team's final preparation session before Sunday's critical Ravens matchup. Multiple sources with knowledge of the situation describe Gabriel confronting Stefanski about his diminished practice repetitions, leading to a heated exchange that ended with Gabriel's unprecedented outburst. But this goes deeper than just quarterback competition. Insiders claim that Haslam's public Sanders endorsement didn't just disturb Cleveland's quarterback room, it obliterated the Browns' complete operational framework. Traditional decision-making protocols were abandoned. Front office authority was undermined, coaching autonomy was compromised. People familiar with the situation suggest Stefanski found himself navigating an impossible scenario, disciplining a quarterback previously favored by football operations while managing ownership's clear preference for Sanders. General manager Andrew Berry was positioned awkwardly between football decisions and ownership mandates. Sources close to the organization reveal that Berry advocated against suspension, preferring internal discipline and mandatory mediation. But Stefanski overruled everyone, sending an unmistakably clear message. Team discipline supersedes draft position, ownership preference, and media narrative. This represents a nuclear-level authority assertion amid organizational chaos, with Stefanski wagering his professional reputation on maintaining leadership integrity. The most disturbing part? Rumors indicate locker room veterans express private support for the decision despite the public controversy, suggesting this power struggle runs far deeper than anyone imagined. But here's where it gets even wilder. What started as a quarterback competition has morphed into something that has NFL headquarters actively monitoring the situation. Sources close to league offices confirm that Commissioner Roger Goodell personally contacted Haslam, expressing concern about organizational stability, while simultaneously acknowledging Sanders' potential marketing impact. This is confirmed. Goodell allegedly emphasized the importance of maintaining competitive integrity while recognizing the unique opportunities Sanders represents regarding viewership demographics, international market expansion, and merchandising possibilities. One executive reportedly stated anonymously, "Goodell wants the ratings, the viewership, the marketing, it's all tied to Shedeur." This adds an unprecedented layer of external pressure upon an already fractured organization, suggesting the NFL itself has a vested interest in Sanders' success. Then came the nuclear moment. People familiar with the clubhouse transformation reveal that veterans immediately chose sides following Gabriel's suspension. Offensive linemen predominantly support Gabriel. Receivers are gravitating towards Sanders. Defensive players are attempting neutrality while privately expressing concerns about the leadership vacuum. The most shocking part, this division reportedly resists correction and evades quick resolution, representing a potentially season-defining fracture before meaningful competition even begins. Sources say the team chemistry carefully constructed throughout the offseason program was instantly compromised. But that's not even the most devastating revelation. Insiders claim that Sanders has been absolutely sensational throughout this chaos, arriving early, departing late, and maintaining remarkable focus despite the surrounding controversy. Following Wednesday's suspension announcement, Sanders reportedly gathered the receiving corps for an unauthorized evening practice session. One participant described Sanders' message: "Forget everything happening outside these lines. Sunday represents our opportunity to prove doubters wrong." Such leadership transcends typical rookie behavior and ventures into franchise quarterback territory. Here's what's truly explosive. While Gabriel spiraled into controversy, Sanders remained unflinching amid organizational turmoil. Multiple coaches are privately expressing amazement at the rookie's professional approach despite unprecedented circumstances. One assistant supposedly remarked, "He's compartmentalizing better than veterans twice his age. Nothing phases this kid." This mental fortitude potentially represents Sanders' greatest asset, and sources familiar with his preparation say he's spending additional hours studying film, working individually with receivers, and consulting veteran teammates about Baltimore's tendencies. The kid isn't just ready, he's thriving under pressure that would crush most rookies. The situation gets even more explosive when you examine what's happening behind closed doors. Sources close to the Ravens organization reveal that Baltimore's defensive coordinator is completely reworking their game plan following the quarterback announcement. Blitz packages, previously designed to exploit Gabriel's limited mobility, have been scrapped entirely. Coverage disguises targeting rookie processing speed are being implemented aggressively. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh supposedly told assistants, "Prepare for everything. This kid makes plays nobody expects." That level of respect from an established defensive mastermind speaks volumes about Sanders' perceived capabilities despite limited professional experience. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Word on the street suggests Gabriel's agent is exploring options with several quarterback-needy teams expressing immediate interest. This situation is reshaping coaching authority dynamics league-wide, with every organization examining decision-making hierarchy and conflict resolution strategies. If you're finding this as mind-blowing as we are, smash that hype button and give this video some points. This story is developing faster than we can keep up with, and your support helps us bring you these exclusive insider details that the mainstream media won't touch. The more points this gets, the deeper we can dig into what's really happening behind closed doors in Cleveland. Sources familiar with Gabriel's mindset claim this wasn't a spontaneous outburst, but the culmination of weeks-long tension building since Haslam began publicly praising Sanders. Despite coaching staff's initial preference for Gabriel, the Oklahoma transfer expected fair competition. Instead, he watched everything shift toward the lower draft selection. The most damaging revelation? Multiple insiders suggest Haslam's involvement intensified dramatically following Sanders' unexpected draft availability, viewing the quarterback as a transformational marketing opportunity beyond a mere football asset. This transcends sports and ventures into reality show dynamics that undermine coaching authority. People close to the situation describe veterans bouncing between teams who understand organizational dysfunction when they see it. Multiple linemen reportedly stated confidentially, "This makes everyone uncomfortable. Nobody knows who's actually making decisions." One defensive captain supposedly told local journalists, "Both quarterbacks deserve better than this circus." The locker room stability that provides the invisible foundation behind successful seasons is crumbling, and talent means nothing without organizational alignment that distinguishes perennial contenders from dysfunctional franchises. Cleveland is currently embodying the latter category, and sources say the ripple effects are just beginning. This isn't just about Cleveland anymore. What we're witnessing represents a catastrophic shift in how the NFL operates, and the implications are absolutely staggering. Industry insiders are calling this a cautionary tale about organizational alignment that every franchise is studying intensely. Without clear decision-making hierarchies, without respected boundaries, without consistent messaging, talent becomes irrelevant amid dysfunction. Sources close to multiple NFL front offices confirm that executives across the league are privately questioning how they'd manage similar circumstances. The financial implications are mind-blowing. Ticket prices on Cleveland's secondary market reportedly increased 47% following Sanders' announcement. Merchandise sales are exploding nationwide, with Sanders jerseys representing the NFL's highest-selling item in the past 24 hours. Television executives are reportedly contacting the league office, requesting broadcast flexibility to ensure Sanders' debut receives maximum national exposure. But here's the most explosive part. Corporate sponsors are inquiring about association opportunities with the rookie quarterback despite his unproven professional status. Sanders is transforming Cleveland from a regional franchise into a national marketing phenomenon overnight. Sources familiar with broadcast preparations reveal that television networks are requesting assignment changes to ensure Sanders' debut receives premier announcing, talent, and production resources. National pregame shows are planning extended Cleveland segments featuring Sanders' journey from fifth-round selection to instant stardom. The cultural impact transcends football. Social media platforms are creating specialized content tracking Sanders' development. Sports debate programs are dedicating entire episodes to examining the controversy's broader implications. This rookie quarterback, traditionally requiring developmental patience, is suddenly thrust into unprecedented spotlight intensity. People close to the Ravens organization understand they're not just facing a rookie quarterback. They're confronting a cultural phenomenon. Baltimore's preparation has shifted from typical opponent analysis to managing a nuclear-level media circus that could determine playoff implications. The most devastating revelation? League executives recognize this sets a dangerous precedent regarding ownership involvement in personnel decisions contrary to coaching staff evaluations. Sources indicate several owners are expressing private concerns about competitive integrity questions, while Commissioner Goodell reportedly remains satisfied with the marketable outcome. This dichotomy represents the fundamental tension between football operations integrity and entertainment business priorities that defines modern NFL operational reality. What started as a quarterback competition has become a referendum on the league's soul, and the reverberations will be felt for years to come. The most terrifying part? This is just the beginning of what promises to be the most explosive quarterback saga in recent NFL history. Sunday's Ravens matchup has transformed from a typical divisional contest into a national spectacle with unprecedented stakes. If Sanders succeeds, it validates ownership interference and potentially changes how franchises approach player development forever. If he fails, it could destroy both his confidence and Cleveland's season before it truly begins. Sources close to the situation hint that more revelations are coming. Gabriel's representatives are reportedly preparing statements that could blow the lid off the entire controversy. The palace intrigue surrounding this story runs deeper than anyone imagines, and we're just scratching the surface. Word on the street suggests other NFL franchises are watching this situation with nuclear-level intensity, recognizing that the outcome could reshape league dynamics for the next decade. The silence from certain corners is deafening, and when the full truth emerges, it's going to leave jaws on the floor. This story is far from over, and what happens next could determine not just Cleveland's future, but the entire trajectory of how America's most popular sport handles the collision between tradition and transformation. Stay tuned, because the most shocking revelations are yet to come.